Spread your wings, because today we are going to fly. We are going across the sea to Boston. The first town called Boston is located in England, but we are visiting not that town now, but the one in the United States. This city is the capital of the state of Massachusetts. It is the largest and oldest city in New England. The first settlers from England arrived here at the beginning of the 17th century. It is the scene of many important historical events and the birthplace of several American presidents. Why did I choose this town, which is already well known in many aspects? Because William Miller, the founder of the Adventist Christian Church, was a pastor in this city. Miller developed a system of doctrine in which he calculated, based on the prophecy of the prophet Daniel, that the second coming of Christ would be in 1843. He also proved it in several points. From 1831, he began to preach his doctrines, which soon developed into a movement. Hundreds of thousands joined him in the United States. From 1840, he got an opportunity to publish his thoughts in a magazine every 2 weeks with the title Signs of the Times. The prophecy was not fulfilled. This is called the first disappointment, followed by the second disappointment, the date of which was set in 1844. The reason for the disappointment was explained theologically. The biggest miracle is that the movement did not stop after the false news, but grew more and more, began to announce the near coming of Christ, and in 1861 was transformed into an official church under the name Advent Christian Church. It later split into several branches. One of its largest groups is the Seventh-day Adventist Church, which consists of Jewish Christians and keeps the traditions of the Jewish religion and the Sabbath. The second coming of Christ was not understood by the first Christians either. In the first letter to the Thessalonica, the Apostle Paul announces the near parousia, while in the second one, he encourages people to wait because the time has not yet come. However, the parousia was a huge missionary aid. God created the world in evolution. He created a cell, which then began to divide, splitting into several smaller parts. This was repeated by the Father in the womb of the Virgin Mother in the body of Christ. In the new creation of Christ, every divided cell is part of the body. This process also takes place in every created organism, and each divided member is equally a part of the body, as the Apostle Paul says in the first letter to the Corinthians. For the body does not consist of one member, but of many. Even if the foot were to say, I am not a hand, therefore I do not belong to the body, it still belongs to the body. And if the ear should say, I am not an eye, therefore I do not belong to the body, even then it belongs to the body. If the body were all eyes, where would hearing be? If there was all hearing, where would smell be? God determined the task of each member in the body according to his will. If all were one member, where would the body be? However, the members are many, but the body is one. So the Adventist Church is equivalent to the Catholic Church. It has simply been given a different role. It places a different emphasis within Christianity. And the same can be said of all Protestant churches.